going to have a look and see if we can find the queen in the swarm, where the swarm came into last weekend. We had a little sneaky peek last week.
Pardon?
We had a sneaky peek last week, didn't we?
Yes, yeah.
It'd be great if we could find the queen and see what hive she's from, whether it's the blue queen from hive number 2. And one thing to double check is that there's quite a lot of bees on here. So always look at the top of the crown board. I can just show you what we've got, if you can see anything. And you can see down to the bottom of the hive all the pollen and granulated sugar syrup that were in the right at the bottom of the cells. I don't know if you can see anything at all, but so we've got about 3 scenes of bees here, and our objective is to try and find the queen if we can, and see if there's any activity in here, laying and things. But it's quite likely that if the queen is laying any eggs, it will be on the frame that's got the brace comb on the top. Move that to one side. That's also another empty frame that they can start building wax on if they want to. What have we got? We have lots of bees in and about. We've got nectar. New nectar coming in and some pollen that they've collected. I think there's a big hole in this frame. If I just rest that there, see them moving about, and then they're going underneath here as well. It's right old ropey bit of comb this, but it's good enough for swarm traps. Lots of bees. Are there any eggs? Let's have a little look. There are eggs, so we have a laying queen. Question is, where is she? Let's put this one back gently. And now this next frame, see if we can find the queen. We have eggs. Ah, we've got a queen.
Good.
She's just moving around on this frame.
Yeah.
She's a lot bigger than the rest of them. She's not the blue queen. Where's she gone? If I take my eyes off her for a second, I lose her. There she is. See, I've taken my eyes off her again. I can see her now. All the bees are fanning. Can you see that? See how they're fanning their wings?
Yeah.
She's hiding right underneath the bees, so I need
I
to...
should leave her around.
No. She needs to be marked, Dad. Absolutely needs to be marked. If she's not marked, then you have a hell of a job trying to find her later. You're really calm.
Yeah.
And it's best to do it now while you've got a hive that's really small like this.
Hmm.
Because when it gets bigger, she's right under there somewhere.
Hmm.
See how they cluster all together, trying to see this brood under here.
Hmm.
There she is. Oh no, that's not her. This is it? Is she gonna lay? She's just there. Got her. So I've got a in this little pot, yeah, and it's got a sponge on the end and a little dipper, and then you just gently move her up, and it's got little spaces here that you can mark the queen. You can see her inside there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just, these things are quite tricky because if you lose the dipper falls out instantaneously and then the queen falls out with it, so you've got to be really careful. Right, hang on. I'm keeping an eye on her at all times. This bee's in the way. Now she's on the end of my pen. No, she's not quite. She's like, what are you doing to the queen? The queen, the queen. I don't want to take too long to do this because otherwise what will happen is she's moving around. Gotcha, right where I need you. And just dab a little dot on the end of her back there, you can see.
Okay.
And then release her a little bit, and then the important thing is to let it dry. She's trying to get out but she can't. It's important thing to give it a few minutes just for it to dry off a little bit, because they do clean the queen. So if you've got wet paint on the end of your queen, or on the thorax of the queen, they can with time, the marks can come off. But it means next time we open this hive and have a look, we'll have a lot more bees to look at. And I can see on the next frame they're starting to build wax, so it's quite warm today. It's about 22 degrees, so I'm just gonna gently, she wants to come out, gently reunite her again without getting stung. There we are, there she is.
Yeah.
The queen, the pheromones of the queen will be on this dipper thing. So I put that there, and the bees are naturally going towards it. So let's let her get sorted out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, she's on that frame, I'm just going to gently pop this frame back in. So if we just move this back a little bit, because I know she's on that frame, I don't want to make a mistake and squash her. And this side, they're nice and calm though, aren't they?
They are.
But you've got to have concentration and peace and quiet when you're marking a queen, and take your time, but not too long.
Quite good size now, hasn't it?
Yes, it's getting there.
Well on the way, yeah.
It's slow but sure.